Right now, a cargo container full of iPhones is moving across the Colombian border. To a customs agent, it looks like a standard shipment, but to the Sinaloa cartel, it is a $10 million check that has finally cleared. This is the black market peso exchange, a system so sophisticated it allows cartels to move billions of dollars without a single physical dollar ever crossing a border. Today, we are going inside the machine to understand how it works and why it remains one of the greatest challenges for financial crime compliance. To understand this shadow economy, we must look at the official records from FinCEN, the DEA, and the Department of Justice. These reports reveal a scheme that has transformed successful CEOs into federal criminals. While we associate this system with modern drug cartels, its roots are surprisingly administrative. The exchange was actually created by legitimate Colombian importers in the 1950s as a simple tax dodge to avoid domestic duties on official US dollar purchases. It was not until the 1970s that drug cartels realized they could weaponize this existing infrastructure to move their proceeds with almost zero risk of seizure.
Technically, the black market peso exchange is a form of trade-based money laundering. It operates through a three-way dance between a trafficker, a peso broker, and a legitimate business owner. It begins with a trafficker who has a surplus of illegal US dollars that they need to convert into local currency. They turn to the peso broker, an unlicensed money services business that acts as the architect of the trade. The broker buys the illegal cash and deposits it into a US bank account, often through structured deposits to avoid detection. At the same time, the broker finds a legitimate importer who needs US dollars to buy goods from American vendors. Instead of going through a bank and paying official exchange rates, the importer buys dollars from the broker at a discount. The broker then uses the laundered cash in the US to pay the American vendor directly for the importer's goods. Once those goods are shipped and sold for local currency, that clean money is handed back to the broker, who finally pays the drug trafficker their cut. This cycle effectively cleans the money by hiding it within the flow of global commerce.
This is not just a theoretical risk, it is a reality that has brought down established businesses. Consider the case of Agrawal Electronics, a wholesale exporter in Miami. The company became a key player in an international conspiracy by allowing a money broker to use its business bank accounts to receive funds from drug sales. The business then exported electronics to suppliers in South America who paid in local currency, completing the laundry cycle. This case serves as a critical warning. Under federal law, operating as an unlicensed money services business can lead to prosecution, even if the business owner never touches the illegal drugs themselves. Because these schemes hide in plain sight, the regulatory environment is shifting. FinCEN recently targeted 700 Miami-based electronics exporters with geographic targeting orders. These orders lowered reporting thresholds and implemented strict record-keeping requirements to disrupt the flow of funds for organizations like the Sinaloa and Los Zetas cartels. For those of you in the compliance industry, the most important red flag is the third-party payment. If the entity buying your goods is not the one actually paying for them, you may be looking at the gears of the exchange in motion. The black market peso exchange works because it exploits the basic needs of international trade. It creates a symbiotic relationship between importers looking for a better deal on currency and cartels with too much cash. As long as this bridge exists, the risk of becoming an accidental launderer remains high. For professionals and businesses alike, the ultimate question is no longer just about the product you are shipping, but about whether you truly know who is paying for it.